hold on. I gotta get with Nadiah and Emily. Yeah, I got it right. I know.
Hey everyone, Nadiah, welcome to On a Mission.
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
Glad to be back. Glad to have you.
So glad to have Nadiah back. If everybody watched, and I hope you did, Don't Fear the Reaper, then you would know Nadiah was our ring announcer for Saturday's show. And we are proud to announce that she will be our full-time ring announcer come December 11th. So she will be in San Antonio, Nadiah Hunter, for Mission Pro Wrestling. So even more reason to come out December 11th as well, not only to support the Boys and Girls Peacock Club of the Salvation Army, but to check out our new ring announcer, Nadiah Hunter, who comes to us all the way from North Carolina.
Woo!
Very far, but very worth it. I'm so glad to be a part of Mission Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, we love having you. I mean, I think everybody who saw the live stream saw that, we had a turnbuckle come loose. And, when we needed you to stall, you did a great job.
I tried my best. I just noticed that the Reaper just kept looking at me.
Yeah.
And I just had to let it stop.
Well, I loved it. You handled everything so well. You were so great. There was costume contests. It was a wild Halloween crowd.
Oh, yeah. The streamers.
The streamers. You had to lay down the law. I think it was in the was it during the tag match, beginning of the tag match. Nadiah had to lay down the law and say, "That's it. We're cutting off the streamers. We've got to start this match." She had enough. I love it. But first of all, what a great show. There was a little bit of rain, earlier in the day when we were heading over to the venue, which we got a little nervous, but I think that everything, like once the show started, once again, like there was no more rain, everything kind of cleared up, it cooled everything down. And overall, it was just an amazing show, but a crazy show. I mean, we got the introduction of, Nadiah did the introduction for our new GM, Amanda Rivas, who right off the bat says there's going to be a battle royale.
What a way to start a show. Like, what a way. Like, a surprise battle royale. Like, that's awesome.
I loved it. I have to admit, my favorite part of the battle royale was not just Holiday winning, but the fact that we had a surprise entrant in Jordan Blade. If you guys don't know who she is, go Google whatever you do, Instagram find her, Twitter find her, Facebook find her, whatever, and check out her body of work because she's an amazing athlete. This is an athlete she got shooter boots on. She's a shooter. So I mean, just when you see her, man, she's intimidating. She's an intimidating presence.
She definitely is, but she's also like she did the seminar earlier in the day. And she did so well. She was incredible to watch and just an incredibly nice person too. I mean, just seeing her work ethic and her really just bring everything to that ring. And that's an exhausting day to do the seminar and to be our surprise entrant into the Battle Royale and get to, the finals of that was pretty incredible.
Oh, very. Yeah, she came in, she wasn't playing. She's like, listen, I'm going to get this training in, and then I'm coming to this Battle Royal, and I'm going to get to the end.
Yeah. And she did. And she did. She was right there toe-to-toe with Holiday, and man, it was just by the luck of the draw. I mean, just by skill over skill, Holiday managed to edge out the victory. She got that buried hatchet cash in, which we'll talk more about in a little bit, but she cashed it in. That was no joke. Holiday was not playing around on Saturday at all. She came, she said it before, and she'll say it again, bangers only. If you guys are not watching Holiday, you are missing out on bangers because that is what she's been delivering. 2021 has been bangers only for Holiday. Every single match she's done has been on the radar. If you're not watching her, start watching her. Go back and catch up on her because, man, that's another one. What a powerhouse.
Yeah, seriously. And like she had such an incredible, I mean, we're going to get to it, but she had such an incredible night on Saturday. But if you all have not seen the stream of MPW's Don't Fear the Reaper, go catch it on Title Match Network. You should have been watching it, but if not, I get it. Go watch it because it's up there. There's also matches on Title Match Network YouTube as well. So if you want to catch the matches, you can catch the Battle Royale as well on there. So
absolutely. So we had a lot of debuts on this show, but one of the debuts is in our first match, which was Willow versus Vipres. Two totally different personalities coming together. Willow, so charismatic, so bubbly, so energetic, just full of life and energy. And then you have Vipres. She's the snake. She's a little scary, little intimidating. What did you guys think of this match? I enjoyed the match, but I want to hear your thoughts about it.
Yeah, Nadiah, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. Personally, I really enjoyed the match. I think my favorite part of the match is just kind of like when the Vipres, like, you know, she was trying to really, you know, getting over on Willow, and then Willow just caught this energy just all of a sudden, and you could just see it in her face, and she was just like, I'm sick of this. I'm going for it. This is my match. This is my time to shine. And she just kind of like dominated. And you'll see that on Title Match when you guys watch. Like her energy is just so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely like that switch where you know, it started out with like Vipres perhaps having kind of an upper hand, a very different energy. And then there was just that switch that I think the fans really like were into and saw, is that Willow was like, hey, like I'm nice, I have a great energy, but I can bring it too. And she really like kind of turned that match around and really showcased some amazing moves. And yeah, I think that was it was a fun one to watch.
You know, Vipres ended up getting the win on that one, but I feel like we haven't seen the last of Willow. Vipres kind of used some underhanded tactics. I mean, kind of distracting your opponent with a kiss. And then, you know, she did her new Vipres lock, or Venom lock, excuse me. I believe it's a Venom lock submission. If you guys saw that looked painful. Like she's pulling the arm out of the socket, and it's just, you know, just totally really uncomfortable. I just say it looked really uncomfortable. I would have probably tapped too. I think Willow hung in there. She did the best she could, but once Vipres got that locked in, it was done. I also, you know, I want to talk about really quickly. I'm gonna skip a couple matches here, but I want to talk about the powerhouses that we've had in the show. And you know, this show was like another one, just powerhouses coming together and like just tearing it down. But I really enjoyed the Kylan King genocide match. I knew I was going to enjoy it, but those ladies just bring something every single time. And how hard did you pop when the candy came out? I was wondering what she was looking for into that ring.
I mean, that's the way to do it. Sweet surprise right there.
There you go.
I was totally for it. As soon as I saw the candy all over the ring, I was like, well, this got nasty really quick, and it's going to get real personal afterwards. Whoever's going down in the candy is getting really personal.
And that wasn't soft candy. They weren't like Twizzlers. Those were like Jolly Ranchers, Lollipop,
Jawbreakers.
Jawbreakers, Lemonhead, the big Lemonheads. I mean, those were not small candies. Those were some big hard candies. So she came to hurt Kylan, and then she threw one at her. And I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. When Genocide threw the candy at Kylan King, it smacked her right in the eye. So she has an amazing target, but she's pretty good. She's got great aim, I should say. Great aim. I mean, she is a robot.
That robotic precision, you know. I think the lasers help kind of hone in on that target, you know.
I know. But you know, there was a point of the match when they were like hitting each other, like hit for hit. I did not know what was going to happen because they seemed to be enjoying it a little too much.
It was like one of those like I wasn't sure when it would end, if it would end. it was like going on a long time, and I was like, this could be good or really bad. I don't know. This could go either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Extremely competitive in that moment. They were just kind of like, no, I'm going to get the upper hand right here.
They really did. You're absolutely right. Each one was trying to get that upper hand. And then Kylan they both just kind of fired up off of it, though. Like, you saw Genocide like fire up. Kylan was on the ropes laughing, saying like, give me another. And I was like, good Lord, what is going on? It was crazy. But, you know, in the end, Kylan squeaked it out. I don't know how, because Genocide had been on a dominating winning streak at Mission Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So to see Kylan kind of end that was a shock. I was like floored by it. Absolutely floored. I did not think that the robotic Grim Reaper from Saturday was going to be taken down, especially with the candy in the ring. Okay. But that was her fault. I think they both took that hit. So, what match, Nadiah, did you want to talk about? Let's talk about one of the matches you enjoyed from the night.
Oh, I enjoyed the tag team match, definitely, for the new Mission Pro Wrestling tag team titles. I mean, I was at the end of the match. It was, although, you know, the Renegades, they're very nasty. You know, you can tell they felt like their hard work has paid off, and they hugged each other. And I was like, oh, you know, there's a heart in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's a soft side there.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that match. They really wanted those titles. As soon as they came into the ring, they had it in their mind, we're going home with the titles.
Yeah, they did.
What did you think about Bad and Bougie? They made their debut at Mission Pro, and you know, had to go against the, you know, undefeated Renegade Twins that, you know, like you said, have gone into every ring saying that they, you know, are going to take over and own every match.
I really enjoy watching them because they didn't just come in the ring and say, oh, you know, I'm pretty. They came in the ring with just like, I'm a fighter. You know, this is our debut here. We have to take these titles home. Like, just think about how amazing that would have been if they would have came here on their first day and taken those titles home.
I was really shocked that the Renegade Twins, I mean, took a lot of punishment from them as much as they did. But man, when they came back, when they rallied and they came back, it was incredible. The way the two teams, and this is what I love about this match, is the fact that they are two genuine tag teams. They are not two individual wrestlers who were put together. They were genuine tag teams. They had tag team moves. They worked well together. They knew each other. They knew their partner very well, and I love it, and I want more of it. So I just give me more women's tag teams, women's true tag teams, because I think that's what really made that match so well, is the fact that, man, those ladies had some amazing tag team moves. They had some really cool ways that they just helped each other out to get each other motivated, you know. With Bad and Bougie, you saw Lexi on the outside, like trying to rally support for Catalina. You saw the Renegade Twins, like really pulling out all the stops and helping each other. You know, they did that prolonged suplex on Catalina, which, damn, I'm sure she felt that. That looked like it hurt.
Yeah, I mean, what I love, like, watching about true tag teams, and Melanie, you touch on it, is that you're in sync with each other. You work together. You have moves that not only complement the members of the tag team, but can also be the most damaging, and all those have to work together in order to make it to be most effective. And I feel like if you guys go and watch this tag team match from Saturday, you could see both teams really work together and find those weaknesses in the other opponents in order to kind of take them down in moments of the match. And that's just fun to watch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Nadiah, you had the privilege to actually, once again, not only did you did a lot of firsts for Mission Pro on this show, you got to actually present the tag team titles. I mean, you're the ring announcer who got to, you know, do the GM, our first GM, and now our tag team titles. You got a lot of firsts in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an honor to have all that opportunity in one show.
it was a lot in one show. We made history this Saturday.
I said it. Change is coming.
Yes, you did. You said that. Change is coming. She said it. And, go back and listen to the beginning speech. She said it. Our new GM, Amanda, was saying that's it. There's been far too much shenanigans. I love that word. Shenanigans at Mission Pro. And things are going to have to come to a head. And I think that it's already started. Emily, what match did you enjoy that you'd like to talk about?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I mean, we covered so many. I mean, should we talk about the main event?
Let's do it. I mean, that's
the event of the event of all events.
The event of all events, and then the ending just kind of caught us all by surprise.
I mean, I
Jasmine Lore versus La Rosa Negra. La Rosa has defended the Mission Pro Championship for a year. A year she's been champ, and with so many people gunning for her, the one with the biggest chip on their shoulder, decided to step up, form her faction, and take on La Rosa. And boy, did she ever! Jasmine Allure put up a fight in that match.
It was. I had so many emotions in this match, watching it happen. You're seeing it unfold. You see both La Rosa and Jasmine just go at it. Like everything's on the line. You have someone trying to retain their title and you have someone wanting it, right? And so the stakes are high. The emotions are high. A year of holding the title is so important to the Mission Pro champ. And then you have Jasmine, who, we've seen, like Melanie, we've seen her have these tactics that might not have been so great, which we saw, we saw on Saturday. But what I found incredible is you had these dueling chants for Jasmine and La Rosa. And it's like, we didn't know what the fans wanted. They wanted both. They were cheering for both. And I had chills the whole time because it just, you felt the energy in the room, and they put out all the stops on this one. And I could go back and watch it a million times. And everyone should, because it's, oh man, it was so emotional. I don't know how Nadiah, I don't know how you felt kind of watching it up close as well.
Oh, it definitely pulled with my heartstrings. I guess the most interesting part about the match is watching both competitors' energy. When you see La Rosa, when she comes out, she's so fun and she's competitive at the same time. She knows how to have fun in the ring, but she knows how to defend her belt and get serious. But when you guys watch back on Title Match, you're going to see Jasmine mush her in the face. And that's when everything clicks to La Rosa, and she's just like, it's time to end this.
Yeah. I mean, there was this
from that point on.
Yeah, there was this moment that you could see it shift. Like Jasmine had this like visceral reaction, and she was like, this belt is going to be mine. And I think it's taken a long time for us to really see that moment happen, and it felt very real. And I don't know, Melanie, I know you saw it up close as well, and how did you feel about kind of Jasmine's just big moment here?
I was honestly shocked how divided the audience was. First of all, I knew there were going to be supporters for Jasmine. I didn't realize that it was literally going to be an even split between the two. Because La Rosa is like so charismatic, and she's been our undefeated reigning champ for a year. And how could you like not be with her? So the fact that everything was divided half and half made it a lot more interesting. Let's talk about Jasmine for a second. Jasmine came out with a little bit of a new look. Looked like she got some new gear on. Had her hair did. I mean, she came out amazing, very sassy, very confident. So with the Renegade Twins by your side, how could you not? But she did resort to a little bit of some distraction with the ref. The ref got played a little bit in that match, and she knows it. Unfortunately, the ref was distracted. The Renegade Twins kind of helped Jasmine out a couple of times. But I guess if you really want it bad enough, like Jasmine did, you resort to underhanded things, which she did. She squeaked out the win. She got the win against La Rosa Negra. But that's not even the end of the story. I wish we could say, okay, that was it. Everybody went home. Jasmine went home with the belt, but as we all know, that's not where the end of the story was. La Rosa knows. She knew she had been screwed over. Let's face it. She knew. She was upset, and she still not one but two moves on Jasmine. The last move, she finally hits her frog splash, and she leaves Jasmine there in the middle of the ring, only to hear Holiday's music hit. And then what happens? Holiday comes in and cashes in her chip.
Yep.
She cashes it in. I mean, if you're looking for if you're looking to take somebody down, do it right after they just had a battle, a 20-minute battle with La Rosa.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Holiday was using that moment to her advantage. I think it makes sense. It was super smart to do it that way. But I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. I'm so excited for her, but also I just so emotional for Jasmine. I'm sure to just have that moment swiftly taken away from you so quickly. I just can't imagine.
I guess it's just like when you're not, grateful for things. She wasn't really grateful in that moment. She turned her back against her friends who also,
that's true.
Earlier in that show, and she just turned her back on and said, you know what? I don't really need you guys right here, right now in my moment. They said, okay, and walked away. And then, once you have that championship, a target is on your back. No matter
That's right.
It's always there. You're right. I mean, you'll have the target always on your back once you have that gold. And yeah, I mean, Hausa took advantage of that, and but and she took out that got that win.
It's true. It's just that Jasmine, as moment she won, she pushed the Renegade Twins away, and she wanted that moment for herself. I don't blame her. I mean, she'd been fighting for that moment, but at the same time, they're the ones that had your back.
Yeah.
And maybe if she hadn't pushed them away, they would have still had her back when Holiday's music hit and she came out. But, they got their belts. They got what they wanted. Yeah. They were there for Jasmine, but, in the end, she wasn't there for them. She got her belt. She pushed them away. So you know what? I don't blame the Renegades for stepping back a little bit, saying, "Okay, you got this. You got it. You got it."
Yeah. So Melanie, how do you feel about that? Because for months the hashtag Allure deserves more was trending, and we were talking about that weeks and weeks on a mission. So, I mean, what does this mean for Jasmine? Is she going to be more? Is she just going to be angry and continue to fight, or I'm intrigued to kind of see what happens. And she, like you said, she hurt the relationship with the Renegade Twins. That seems to be broken. So,
well, the thing is that if we were to actually look up the definition of renegade, there's no loyalties anyway. There's no loyalties. The Renegade Twins, they prove there's no loyalties amongst themselves except each other. They've got each other. They're a team. Yeah. Jasmine is the other person. Now we'll see how the faction comes back together with Jasmine and the Renegade Twins. But I think there's a little, there's going to be a little bit of a divide there. We'll see if they can mend the bond. But honestly, who knows? But I feel like Jasmine's chip on her shoulder didn't go away. It just grew bigger. And we're going to see her come back, and she's going to be even more salty, even more angry, and even more power hungry to get back to where she was, because she had that belt. She had it. But hey, I'm not going to blame Holiday. She said bangers only. She came out. She banged Jasmine on the mat. So
made it clear.
So I mean, she gave warning. Exactly, Nadiah. Exactly.
Yeah. It's really creepy when you do that and you have like red behind you.
I mean, I'm interested to see what the direction is now for Mission Pro Wrestling. I'm interested to see what is next for the champ, because now the champ is Holiday. And if you guys don't know Holiday, like I said, if you guys don't know Holiday's body of work, go back and look it up. Go back and look and see all the Mission Pro matches she's had, because she's hard hitting. If you thought La Rosa was going to give you bangers, Holiday's going to come in with a different kind of attitude and a different kind of power. Last show, before Don't Fear the Reaper, when we were at Southern Star Brewery, she came out with a bayonet. A bayonet. I can't even imagine what she's going to come out as a champ. Good Lord, man.
I know. Maybe two of them with the belt, 2 and the belt. I don't know. It's a lot to carry.
All I know is November 20th. Unfortunately, Nadiah won't be with us, but November 20th is going to be another killer show, because this is going to be part 2 of Dave LaGreca versus Thunder Rosa. If you listen to Busted Open Nation, they're already going back and forth and back and forth. Not right now, because I'm wearing my Halloween costume, but next week I'll be putting on my new Dave LaGreca shirt. Shout out to Steve Leonard for gifting me another Dave LaGreca shirt, because he knows where my loyalties lie. He knows. Yeah,
no, Steve, I'm gonna talk to you. I know. Yeah, that's not cool. Not cool at all.
Nadia's gonna stay neutral in this one. She's gonna be the neutral party.
Nadia's like, I'm saying no. This has been months and months of Melanie and I going back and forth.
I know. Nadia will remain neutral.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's disappointing. Just disappointing.
It is that our owner would be in a feud with such a gentle and nice man that is Dave LaGreca.
I'm with Brian right here. Steve Leonard will be banned from all future shows. Oh no, where'd she go? Melanie, we weren't banning you.
You know what? I'm going to say you did it.
I didn't do it. I was putting the comment up. I didn't do it, I swear. Melanie, come back.
After all this feud, after all the feuding.
Oh, no. Melanie, where are you? Okay, there you are. I swear I didn't do it.
No, it was me. I'm all thumbs, and I was looking at the comments, and I hit the wrong button.
Okay, good. I was like, Nadia's like, oh, you kicked her out. I'm like, I did it.
She did. She did. She kicked me out. But we've already dropped a couple of announcements. We've already a couple of already debuts for that show. Middle Kingdom Wrestling is sponsoring the one and only Zeta Zhang. If you guys don't know who she is, she has been on NXT in the Mae Young Classic. She was on AEW Dark. Now she's coming to Mission Pro Wrestling. We've already announced Ashley Dembouse is also going to be at Mission Pro. And of course, the one who is stepping in the ring for Dave LaGreca to go against Thunder Rosa, the party unicorn herself, I'm ready, is Lainey Luck. I mean, that's and we've already seen like the flyer, so I mean, bangers only on this show. I'm going with Holiday.
I know, right?
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I know it's gonna be a banger.
Oh,
it is. It's gonna be an amazing show, and of course, it is Sea to Shining Sea because it is a tribute to our veterans. It is Veterans Day in November. I believe it's November 11th, but I could be wrong. I usually am.
I think that's right. That's right.
Okay, it's right. Woo! But we're taking sponsorship already for our November and December show. So if you'd like to sponsor Mission Pro Wrestling, it is missionprowrestling@gmail.com to ask about sponsorship of the show. We'll also open sponsorship for if you'd like to sponsor an individual wrestler. We'll open that up a little bit later on, probably in a week or so. But for show sponsorships, please hit us up. We can only do this because of you and your support. Nadiah comes in from North Carolina, so we need to fly her in. we want to keep bringing her.
Yes.
And me, I just want food. I just want all the good, delicious food. So just you can pay me with food. I'm good.
Oh, I kept seeing your posts about food.
Yes.
I was like, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, food makes me happy. Another one that stuck out for this past show, this Saturday. I really enjoyed the men's match. We were doing men's exhibition matches. I really enjoyed their match. Alex Arsenal was the little creepy, little zombie-ish.
Zombie, yeah. Zombie.
The zombie, maybe?
Zombie.
I don't know.
Well, and he almost poked me with, he had those big arrows and stuff, and you have to be careful of zombie arrows.
Yeah, I know. You got to be careful with zombie. And he was going up against JP Harlow, who was the Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
The Peacemaker is kind of supposed to be that good guy, but he's really not. He's part of the Suicide Squad, if you guys don't know. Bad guy. Real bad guy.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed their match. I love how they stayed in character and they were wrestling. They just impressed me so much. Just the match. How do you get a show to actually start chanting "Eat his brains"? Come on.
That's just success. That's just a measure of success right there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That is a measure of success when you can get someone to chant "Eat his brain."
I didn't even hear the chant.
I know Nadiah was in the zone. I love this match because it seemed very different than. Oh man, no, she's gone again. That wasn't me, you guys. Again, we can hang out if you want, Nadiah. I can tell my thoughts about this match when she comes back. There you are.
Sorry, the comment that Brian said about Whataburger, and no.
We love food, but not that.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, I'm probably the only Texan in Texas that Whataburger is not their number one choice. Sorry.
Yeah.
The unicorn has got limits on certain
things. The unicorn has spoken, Brian. The unicorn has spoken. So Melanie, what I was going to say about this, about the men's exhibition match, is I feel like if you guys go and watch the other men's exhibition matches, they've been super serious. And what I liked about this is they had a little bit more fun. It was a little comedic, which is you have to treat your wrestling moves a little bit differently when you're doing that. And there's a lot of character and just a lot of mannerisms, no pun intended, that just made it just really fun. It just seemed like they both were, even though they were opponents, they seemed to be having some fun with their characters a bit.
Absolutely. I love that they came out in costume. I love that they're having a good time. That's what the men's exhibition match is about. They show off their skills, but they show off another side of themselves as well. They have a little bit more freedom to do that, and they really did. And of course, it's Halloween. I think, even Nadiah was dressed up. Miss Incredible.
I was Miss Incredible, but not that incredible to deal with Michael Myers, the Reaper, and the zombie. Yeah, so can we talk about the costume contest? Because that Reaper, we literally had the Reaper show up.
Yes, and I feel like it needs to be said. It was a living person. There was somebody in the costume at the entrance. That wasn't a statue. That wasn't like anything. It was a real person that stood there the whole time as the Reaper. That's commitment.
Oh my goodness, that is commitment. And then, Nadiah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it was really scary because even when you thought it was a costume, you would look and it was just like flesh and bone, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
no, the Reaper. You got to be careful. He was terrorizing everyone. But so I love the costume contest. Did you see the mini Renegade?
We had a mini Renegade, yeah, who was amazing. I loved her so much. And then of course her mom was dressed up as Holiday but commentary holodead with the bow tie.
Yes.
That is commitment. That's a big commitment. I love it. Also, so shout out to the fans who do that as well. You know, they had put out, come dressed like us and we'll give you some free stuff, free merch. And they did. And then shout out to, I forget the woman's name. I apologize. But she came and she brought Vipres a gift card for Starbucks and a birthday cake.
Aww.
This is the level of commitment of our fans. And I absolutely love every single one of y'all who do that, because that is amazing. Just the level of love.
And everyone, I have to thank everyone who bought merchandise as well, because there was some fans that went to every single table and purchased merchandise, which is so incredibly kind and generous. And that's just amazing. So shout out to all of the fans that do that. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
We had such a great roster of women on this card. I say that every show, but it's so rare to go from show to show and just have a great group of women who just genuinely enjoy talking with each other and being with each other. We're going to have a vlog drop soon on the Mission Pro YouTube, and it shows a little bit more behind the scenes of what happens in I'm calling it our dorm house, because we get an Airbnb that we all crash in. This was Nadiah's first time. And I would love to hear about our dorm house. You can attest to the fact that we love to talk into the wee hours, even though our flight, we have flights at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We're talking till like 3 in the morning.
And we ate lots of cake. We did do that as well. We devoured the Vipres' birthday cake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it was a very interesting and fun time. I loved it so much, and I'm looking forward to going back to the Airbnb again.
Yeah, it's quite fun. I mean, to just all be in close quarters, and it's very much reminiscent of if anyone went to college and, like you said, stayed in a dorm room. It feels very like all in there.
Absolutely. It's definitely Mission Pro real world, which is just so much fun.
That should be the vlog. That should be the vlog name.
That should be the vlog. And then I'm going to get a cease and desist from like Buna Murray or something like that.
Just change the font to like the style. No one will know. Or spell it wrong. Spell it wrong.
Pick it up.
There you go. And then if you guys know, Thunder Rosa has a dog, Drago, and he was there, and he and I played tug of war. But let me tell you this, he was not a fan of some of us. He was a little suspicious of some of us. But I think by the end of the weekend, a lot of us had won him over because we had snacks. So it's like a dorm house of women and Drago. Don't leave any of us alone around a pet, because, man, we were like all volunteering to take him out to go out to the bathroom, all volunteering to go play with him outside. We played tug of war with his toy. I feel bad for the toy because I think he like destroyed it like by the second night.
Yeah, there was no stuffing left in it. We're like, poor boy. I think it was a unicorn, Melanie. I think it was a unicorn.
It might have been. But it's such a fun time. It's such a great roster. It's such a great unity in the Mission Pro locker room. Everybody it just works out so well, and it's just it's like a little small community for a weekend. It really is. It really is. For those wondering, but it's funny. Brian's like, you can come volunteer to walk him in San Antonio.
No one's trying. Yeah, no one's volunteering now, Brian.
I know. Everybody volunteers at the show, and then nobody comes by to help out.
We should have a little sign-up sheet.
I'm curious. I'm curious, just your thoughts on the overall show and the experience, though, away from like our dorm room, just the overall show for you, Nadiah, because you were with us once before, but that was at a festival. This was actually, in our location. You flew to us. Like, overall, what was your feeling and everything on the show?
I honestly just believe like the show was just like overly amazing. I love like from a standpoint that I used to train, I love when I'm watching a match and I'm just like, whoa, whoa, oh my goodness. Like that's how I felt like the entire show. And I was just like, I was just speechless, so to say.
Yeah.
Although I had to talk about that night.
I know. I was like, you can't be speechless. You gotta talk.
Yeah, I was talking like in my mind. I was just like, this show is amazing. I want to be at this promotion forever. You know, everyone was very welcoming to me being there and very talkative to me. I even bonded with the GM. Overall experience at A+. Don't tell the other promotions. You're But yes, I just love Mission Pro. I mean, everybody put on a banger match.
Yeah.
Everybody was competitive. It was just amazing overall. I can't even say how amazing so many times.
Yeah, you came to us because we met you when we were doing our festival circuit this past year. You came to us then, and then of course another one who we brought to Texas with us is somebody who we met on the festival circuit, and that was Kelsey Regan. And we're so thankful for her too. She's such an amazing athlete, and I really want to see her continue to grow because she's got so much potential in her. And I already love her look. We haven't talked about her yet, but I love her look. The Medusa. She wears the crown of snakes. Yeah. And she has a similar tattoo on her leg. She's got like the Medusa, the Gorgon. And I absolutely love it. And she was up against Roche Chanel. And that match was so much fun. Roche Chanel always has such this over-the-top personality. But it's so great. How could you not love Roche Chanel? Even when she's bringing out her combs. Yeah. And I'm like, no.
She brought out, did she bring out a hairdryer this time?
She brought out a hairdryer. Unfortunately, she forgot an extension cord.
Come on, girl. Well, I always smile when she comes out. Just, she's so energetic, even though I'm very nervous of her comb and what she can do in the ring. She just she just has such a happiness about her that, I'm excited to see her, and then I just don't want to be her opponent. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to be Kelsey in this situation.
Yeah. Nadiah, and I just don't trust giving a comb to a fan. She gave a comb to a fan to comb Kelsey's hair, and I don't trust fans with any type of prop at all. I'm just going to say that.
We can't.
Yeah.
Ooh, a question from the chat from Front Row.
Ooh.
Could she challenge Holiday?
She could. I don't know if you guys know this, but Holiday doesn't even like to be hugged. Something tells me that Holiday definitely doesn't want her hair combed or hairspray or any of those other shenanigans that Roche pulls out. So
not into a spa day.
Yeah. I don't think Holiday's looking for a spa day in the middle of her match. So if I was Roche, I'd be a little bit more wary of what she's pulling out of that purse. And how big is that purse? I mean, that thing carries a lot of crap, does it not?
Yes. When she pulled out the hairdryer, I was like, that hairdryer is pretty big for that purse.
I mean, Melanie, do we need to talk to refs or management or something? Because she seems to always get the purses keep getting bigger and more items keep getting put in them. And I don't know. I feel like what else can she pull out of those bags? Those handbags.
I don't know. Roche's really she's pushing it a little bit. I honestly didn't know where she was going with the hairdryer. I thought maybe, she was about to hit somebody with it, but I guess, you can't use it if you don't have an extension cord. So she was going to use it properly. So sure. Is that a disqualification even if you're using it properly? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, she brought the heat even though it didn't work. She brought the heat. True.
She did bring the heat. Kelsey tried to hold her own, but in the end, Roche Chanel got the win, which anybody using that baseball slide kick that she calls it. I forget which, designer boot. She calls it designer boot.
Yep.
Anybody using that move and she lands on her feet every single time, it's a killer move. I mean, I just feel like there's nobody getting out of that once she hits it. You know what I'm saying? She does that, smooches, runs to the corner, and then knocks your head off, and lands on her feet like she's an Olympic athlete. She's like, ta-da! I mean,
it's one of my favorite moves, honestly, because she's so cute about it, and then she's like, time to kick their head off.
Exactly. She's cute, but with like devious, intentions behind her. Holiday Front Row says Holiday has a knife, but Roche has a curling iron. I don't know.
I'm gonna take the knife.
Well, if you can't plug in the curling iron, it ain't gonna work.
Oh yeah, if it's not hot.
No, it's not gonna work. Before we head out, Maddie is
Yeah, do you see that? Here, let's address that. Maddie is next with interesting. Thank you, Brian, for all these stats.
I know.
We need all the analysts to do some predictions there.
If Maddie's going up against Holiday, I think this was a match that we already wanted to see. It had been slated for a couple of months ago, but unfortunately, Maddie had to bow out because she had broken her nose. Mm-hmm. So I think this is Maddie's due for her match with Holiday. But you know what? I think that Maddie's new mean streak is going to give her an edge in this match that maybe she didn't have a couple of months ago. So I definitely see Maddie going a little bit more toe-to-toe with Holiday. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be another great match for Mission Pro and for Holiday and for Maddie. We missed her at the last show. Well, other people missed her at the last show.
I think someone came dressed as Maddie at the show on Saturday.
That's so sad.
Oh, wow.
I know. But that's okay. So Maddie was there in spirit.
In spirit. That's all right. But what are your final thoughts about Saturday's show? And let's see any thoughts about the November show or December show that's coming up?
Nadiah, what about you? You go first.
Okay. Overall, amazing show. Can't say it enough. So happy for the new general manager in her role. I can't wait to see what she has coming up for Mission Pro. It was crazy on the first day, so I can imagine what she has coming up for the next show. I won't be there, but whoever is going to challenge Holiday for the championship, I will pray for you. I will pray for you. Because I know she's going to be holding on to that championship very, very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like we're in this new era of Mission Pro Wrestling. We have, 2 championship titles. I feel like we're in this place where history is being made, and whoever the next opponents are for those champions.
Yeah.
Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that whoever challenges next, either for the tag titles or for the championship, it's going to be a battle, especially for the Renegade Twins, because now they've got the titles. They're not going to want to let them go. And so it's going to be a battle. They're going to be cockier because they got the belts around their waist. They're going to be, we've seen all the photos they've been posting already with the belts online. If you guys haven't, go check them out. Renegade Twins on Instagram and Twitter. They've already been posting a whole bunch of pictures. So they're going to be cockier. They're still have this chip on their shoulder. They still got the same sass and attitude, but now they've got titles around their belts, which makes them a little bit more dangerous. So it's definitely going to be another battle for whoever comes after the Renegade Twins, because they're not going to want to let those belts go.
Yeah, sorry guys, my internet dropped too.
That's no worries. And then for Holiday, yeah, go for it. Nadiah.
I was gonna say, interesting thought. Although, you know, do you think I'm trying to find the words? Do you think maybe Jasmine might get some revenge on the Renegade Twins? Maybe find a partner and go for the titles?
That is an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. I mean, we didn't know she was going to form this faction to go after the championship, so why not?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that's kind of in her realm of what she does, right? She, you know, yeah, interesting.
I love it. She's an opportunist.
Yeah,
she's an opportunist,
exactly.
and she formed the Renegade Twins because of the fact that they had the same ambition as her. So why not find somebody with that same, mentality? Love it, absolutely. And then as far as Holiday with the title, she just got it. Ain't no way she's letting it go so easily. She said it. Bangers only. F around and find out. And I think that people are going to find out exactly what Holiday is made of if you haven't already. Because I think she showed what she was made of once she cashed that in. And so let's talk about it real quick. She fought in the Battle Royal and won.
Yeah.
Her match against Jody Threat was absolutely killer. Athletic, hard-hitting. She beat the Wild Child. After 2 matches, she still came out and was like, I'm cashing in.
Yeah, she didn't give up. Yeah. I feel like she just got more adrenaline. She got more ambitious. She won the Battle Royale. She won the like you said, the match against Jody Threat. And she's like, you know what? No one can take me out now. I want to go for the top of the top title. And look what she did. She pulled out all the stops. And that's what a champion is. That's what champions do, is they fight through anything and everything and they take that gold. And we saw it on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she beat Jasmine at her own game. Jasmine had been doing a little bit of, she's been doing some stuff to get to the top. And Holiday was like, no, it's done. It's over with. I'm coming in. So I definitely think that Holiday's showing what she's made out of. She's showing what she's got. And she's not stopping until she's not stopping until people stand up and just recognize exactly who she is and what she's got. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited for the next show, though. And not just that, but December 11th, we head back to San Antonio. That's where Nadiah will be joining us as well. So September 11th, back in San Antonio. Sponsorships are open. So much stuff. What else do we have? I feel like there's so much stuff, but then I feel like we've covered so much as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think we covered most of everything. I think we covered all of the matches. We didn't go into depth about Holiday and Jody Threat, but I know we touched on it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, guys, go get your tickets. Yeah, go get your tickets. MissionProWrestling.net. Tickets for November 20th are already on sale, and VIP tickets are flying out the door. People have been asking, what does VIP entail? Well, that includes early admission. You get a picture ringside with the whole roster, including, announcers and commentary and stuff like that. So you get the whole roster in the picture with you. You also get exclusive Mission Pro merch. So for this past show, you got a koozie. I mean, we are in a brewery. So you got a koozie with Mission Pro logo on one side and Southern Star on the other. You get autographed posters from the whole roster. And it's the posters that you'll see drop. And then I like the way I said that. I said like Beastie Boys, drop.
Drop.
And you also get, ringside seating, first row. Nothing. I mean, how much more immersion into the action can you get? Because if you watch our shows, first row always ends up getting smashed or getting involved somehow.
Well, you get like this show, you've got streamers, you got candy, you got what other things got you were in like the splash zone in the first row, right? Yeah, you're up close and personal to all the action. So those VIP tickets are really worth it. Go get a bunch of them because this show on November 20th is going to sell out so fast. So I would get them now before they go. And Melanie, I know you're excited because you get to see your best friend. So.
Yes, I get to see Dave LaGreca again, my bestie. I'm gonna take him out, maybe get some tacos, treat him to a beer at Southern Star Brewery.
Yeah,
we'll just sit down and we'll do Dave LaGreca shit.
You'll be reunited, and I will wear an appropriate shirt as well, in contrast to yours.
and there'll also be a meet and greet with Dave LaGreca and Gabby, his producer from Busted Open, at Southern Star Brewery before the show. And that'll be in the tap room at Southern Star Brewery. So be looking out for a flyer that's going to drop for that. Once again, Gabby from Busted Open Nation and Dave LaGreca will be doing a signing in the tap room at Southern Star Brewery before the show. So watch our socials for that. Just a lot of stuff happening, a lot of exciting things. We'll also like to give a shout out to Hybrid School of Wrestling in San Antonio for teaming up with Mission Pro Wrestling on the December 11th show. Their students will be out there to be a part of the show and also helping with the backstage. So it's going to be so much fun. And I always love it when we have wrestling students helping out on the shows, which we really do need more of. So if you guys know wrestling students in the Texas area who want to help out on Mission Pro, let them know, let us know, because it's such, I love giving wisdom and education to students, whether they're wrestling students or production students or anything of that nature. It's just so rewarding and it's so beneficial to them as well, because then they get to see the different aspects of wrestling, which I feel makes them a better wrestler. Mm-hmm. And also, if you're a production person, makes you better in production, because this is a live show. There's no retakes. There's no redos. There's no stopping and starting again. And it's such a great field to learn from. I mean, Nadiah, you were there bestowing wisdom on people as well, because you're so wonderful on the mic and in the ring. And you were helping other people do that during the seminar, which is such a talent that it may come so easy to you, but for other people, it's hard and it's scary, but you see the transformation once you start talking to them. And even if it's just for a couple of minutes, it's just such a difference that you make later on. La Rosa Negra worked with someone who is a wrestler in training, but currently reffing. And man, what a difference from the beginning of the seminar to the end of the seminar. And that's what we want. We just want to help you be better, get better, and do better for whatever area you're in. And if we can leave the wrestling world a better place and a more positive place, we've done our job.
Yeah,
that was what is it? The more you know.
The more do. I think that's great. That's a great way to end. I'm going to just leave it there. But I want to know, Nadiah, if you can share with everyone where we can follow you on social media so we can see what you're up to. And, we love your ring announcing. So.
Oh, thank you. Well, everybody can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Nadiah Hunter. It's just my name. I'm very plain, very simple. You can just put that in and you'll find me.
That's awesome. Easy to remember. That's always great. Melanie, where can people follow you? And so you guys, if you don't know, Melanie's an amazing photographer. If you guys need some awesome photo sessions, hit her up on her social media as well.
Thank you. You can catch me on Twitter at TCB in LA. You can catch me on Instagram at TCBTX_photography. And on Facebook, that is my name right there. Wrong way. That way. TCBTX-Melanie is my Facebook. Come over, follow the dark side, follow me, and you get all the updates on Mission Pro, what we're doing, and make sure to follow our Mission Pro YouTube channel because new vlogs will be dropping soon, a little behind the scenes of what's happening at Mission Pro during the shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, awesome. You guys can follow me on all social platforms at Emily May Heller. I'm also started my Facebook page as well. It's just Emily May. And remember, follow, subscribe to Mission Pro Wrestling on all our social platforms. We have more content and exciting stuff coming soon. Thank you all so much for joining On a Mission every Tuesday. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.